Point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, lock it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 24. Check 24. Look at me. Go. Ready.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On the draw, this is Barkley, and an alley to run. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there, not a whole lot of real estate for a nice carry.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Check. Big grip.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it second down and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Murray throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. That's complete to Butler. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Murray sets to throw on fourth. This is Johnson. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays and big moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. I love it. 3 now. Look. Squeeze. Whip. Watch the whip. Get it.
Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down. 60 outlaw. I got you.
Jones now from the gun on third down. It's hauled in by Shepard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check, ready. Henry. Hey, switch gears. Yahoo. You got tight right there. 31's the mic.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one a first down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check down. Pause. 51, Mike 51.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Ready. 8, read. Check, 23. It's been a long day for you. Put up. 23. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Big hit. Ready.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
43's the Mike. Push him back. Rock it. Quick the edge. Come. Chance. Topper. Deep grip.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Nick Perry able to record his 5th sack of the season. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 4.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And an alley to run. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, second-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check, check, check.
And some room to run now. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Giants first down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second and 11 now. Jones, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
43 in the mic. Hey, exit.
Jones operating from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Undercrunch. Check three, check three.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a give, right side. It's Logan. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Let's get it. Come on, set. 6 yards. Get. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's checking. Crash.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Murray now. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Lucky. Switch. 56. Pull it. Now. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Okay. Here I come. Check 9. Check. Right side. Bravo. Watch the ship.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Let's go now.
They'll come out in the pistol. On first and goal, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray taking it in. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely. 2nd and 3. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let him know, let him know.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
We got this.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yep.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go to Barkley again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. And Tate's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Cardinals 35, Giants 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Check 26, check 26. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 99, check 99.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Muscles him off. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's go.
This is Logan. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for second and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Throwing Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Ready?
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. And they take a knee. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Every Thank you.